Hola, Mexico. Okay, so we are currently at the bus stop in Palenque. Myself and Ben thought that we'd be able to get to San Cristobal like straight away, but it turns out you have to get a night bus, so we are waiting for that. We're getting it at 10:30, and I think it gets there at like 6 in the morning or that. It's in or around 10 hours, I'm not 100% sure. And once again, this part of the world, you never know how long the journey's gonna take. So I thought we'd actually get to sleep on this bus, but in the last like 2 hours there's been an immigration check and the lights have been turned on like 4 times, and now we're just sitting in a terminal in the middle of nowhere. Not great at all. Okay, so after a disgusting 16 hours on a bus, we made it to San Cristobal in Chiapas, and myself and Ben didn't last very long on our own because Netti followed us down like the following day. This shows how different our palates are. Pizza, ravioli.
It's so good though.
This is good pizza.
Todo, everything. Oh no.
Ooh.
Brain and all.
They're way more hollow than I thought they'd be. They're like, quite nice.
Tastes like
Go on, give it some.
what does it taste like?
They're quite salty.
Yeah, there's nothing to them at all, really, is there? They're quite. It's just like having like the flaky bit of a crisp.
It really tastes like something though, and I can't think what it is.
I just got a lot of hot sauce, to be fair.
No, I took one without because my mouth was burned otherwise.
We'll get a disease right off them, would you know?
I don't know. You're happy out now with your bag of crickets. Okay, all the footage you're about to see is from our walking tour yesterday. This is possibly when I feel most like a tourist when I'm out here, but they're very good, so would highly recommend them. Yeah, I'm gonna play all that now.
Mind, open your heart, your soul, and
Pretty strong. Exhaling actually really helped. I think that's why. Right now we are on our way to go see the sunset, or try anyway. There's lots of clouds up by a church, so let's see if we get a decent sunset. Possibly the strangest thing I learned about, I don't know whether it's this area or all of Mexico, but Coca-Cola is a sacred drink. And yeah, that, like, I don't understand who first decided that that was, because obviously the indigenous people have been around for hundreds of years, thousands of years. So I'm wondering at what stage did Coca-Cola become part of the ritual, I guess, because somebody had to decide on it at one stage. But yeah, very interesting. Also quite conflicting because Coca-Cola takes all the clean water in the area for the factory and then sells Coca-Cola for cheaper than water. So everybody just drinks Coca-Cola. So you see lots of people with like caps or crowns, kind of like golden caps and golden crowns from all the Coca-Cola that they drink. What did she say? 2.5 litres a day per person?
Yeah, on average.
On average, which is ridiculous. It's an insane amount of Coca-Cola to consume. But yeah, that's one of the things that goes on in Chiapas anyway. I'm not sure about the rest of Mexico. Yeah, let's go see this sunset. I think we're a bit late for the sunset, to be fair. It's kind of gone. I wasn't overly fond of it the first day, but it is actually a pretty nice little town to stroll around. Is it actually a city or is it a town? Nice city to stroll around. It's so big as well, absolutely massive. It's a very different feel around here as well. Like come off like the main streets and all.
I think that yoke was actually by Banksy yesterday.
I'm not sure, yeah, there was a graffiti of a chicken and apparently it was sprayed by Banksy. And what, they just had notes saying that they were like selling clothes inside, stapled on top of this chicken that was apparently graffiti by Banksy. Nearly said Basti there. It's massive, it's such a big city.
Two of the neighbourhoods yesterday.
And we walked for like 3 hours as well. This is our final day in San Cristobal. Those fireworks have been going off every 4 minutes for the last month nearly. Today myself and Ben are going to a place called San Juan Chamula. It is an indigenous area and it is also autonomous. Is that what it's called? Autonomous? Yeah?
So, yeah.
Which basically means that like the Gardaí or like the police have absolutely nothing to do with it. It's completely run by like basically the local gangs. We're going there because there's meant to be a really cool church there, and often you get to see an indigenous ceremony basically where they sacrifice chickens and also worship Coca-Cola. So not sure how much recording I will get done because you don't record there at all. Like you're not meant to. Yeah, it's meant to like, if you take photos it like takes the soul out of whatever they're sacrificing. And there've been some pretty brutal stories of people who have taken photos. Sometimes it's just like a fine and that's like the minimum, it's like 4,000 pesos, which I don't have. Or worst is like cut people's hands off, which isn't great, but doubt I'll be doing a lot of filming, but I just said I'd let you know what we're at and I will let you know how it goes, I guess. But yeah, really looking forward to this. It's going to be really interesting and hopefully we get to see a sacrifice, I guess. That would be very cool to see. So yeah, let's go do that. We've gotten slightly distracted. We're in a thrift shop. But there's savage stuff here, to be fair. This old shirt, they're like really cool stuff, but they're all very strange fitting. We're back in San Cristobal now. So like I didn't record anything while we were there. That, like, it's exactly what people described. You walk in, I had like a different vision of a church. I thought it was going to be like seats and then an altar and that's where they like sacrifice the chickens, but you walk in and there's like grass on the ground and there's all these families sitting down lighting candles and they have like bottles of Coca-Cola and chickens. From what I saw, they like, some of them were like suffocating the chickens, like just like pressing down on them. Others were like hanging them upside down, like just holding them. And yeah, they were just like saying prayers and sacrificing the chickens. Then they'd like pour Coke around the candles that they had lit. I wish I knew what was actually going on, but that's obviously what we saw and what we experienced. Unbelievable, like it's so cool to see different cultures like that. Very, very interesting. I think Ben said it as well, like that thought it was going to be a bit more gruesome. Like I thought they were going to be like cutting their throats or something like that, like, but yeah, they did like no noise out of the chickens at all. I thought they'd be like clucking away. But yeah, very, very interesting experience. And if you're in Chiapas, San Cristobal, definitely go do it. Like it's so cool. So yeah, we're gonna go grab food now and we have a night bus tonight to Puerto Escondido. So if anything interesting happens between here and Puerto Escondido, I'll obviously film it, but I can't imagine there will be. So we'll see you in Puerto.